Welcome back to The Wolf and the Melody. My name's Tommy, and tonight I am really excited for this because I didn't know this was going to drop. OSI and the Jupiter with a new video called Snake Healer. Dude, I love this group. They are in my rotation of repeating artists. They take me somewhere, and especially where I live. You know, I live in Appalachia. I live in the mountain. I I just can drive and put on their music, and I am just like, oh, they're incredible. So I'm really excited for new music, and we're gonna dive in and check this out. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me. It means the world. And if you're new to the channel, I treat this channel not like the typical reactor. For me, I'm on my own personal journey of discovering music. And so I treat this like I remember like when a band would be dropping a new album and I would get with my friends and we would, Friday night, we'd get the CD, we'd put it in and we're sitting there, we're eating food. It's like a whole ordeal. We're sitting there and we're listening to this new album or this new band and we're just together. I want to restore the sacred ritual of listening to music. And it is so enriching when you're with people. When you show someone a song that you love and you're like watching them from the corner of your eye and you're like, are they going to get it? Are they going to feel what I felt? And when they do, you're like, oh, fuck right. Am I right? You know what I mean? That's what how I am with this channel. And I love spending time with you guys. I love being able to talk about the song, talk about life and everything. It's so important. And on top of that, I love showing support to these amazing artists that are putting themselves out there. They are giving it their all. And I want us to be a community that shows that kind of love. So anyway, that's my long-winded intro to the channel. Welcome in. Let's go. Nice. Finest dark arts. People that hate snakes, I just don't get it. I've never really been for them. Spiders, though.
The
man, this felt like just the start of a meal. Like sneak peek, a preview, you know? I felt like this is a song to you put on, and it can transport you. It can help you hone in. That's what it was doing to me as I listened to it, and it had that steady rhythm going on. It was just slowly building. I was like, sometimes when you sit down and listen to a song, especially on here, I can't help myself, and I try to think, where's it going to go? What's it going to do? This actually was like kind of calming me down. It was just relax and listen. That's why I close my eyes a lot, because I just want to hear it. I want to hear the notes. I want to feel that swelling growth as the song goes. And I don't know if I've ever shared this with you, but the real quick, the video was beautifully shot, man. I love these shots, the horses, the snake, just everything. Really, just great, great filming. Really cool, man. The horses were really cool looking, some of the shots, and it reminded me of a story. And I think I've shared this before, but if I haven't, I have like a special thing like for horses. When I was at a point in my life where in my early 20s where I I was really low, to where I attempted to take my life. I just had no hope. I was completely done. And up and before I attempted, I remember it was the middle of winter, and I was staying with my aunt and uncle, and they have a little cabin outside of in Maryland. And at this time, I used to run a lot. I did a lot of trail running and everything. And I remember there was a blizzard going on outside. And I told him I was so depressed and so just anxious with myself and unhappy that I would just go run. And I remember like going downstairs, getting my shoes on, and I told my aunt and uncle, I said, I'm going out. And they said, there's a blizzard. I said, I don't care. And I went out and I started running in this blizzard. And I ran like a mile and a half, 2 miles up this one road, turned to right, kept going down. And the road that I was running on was right next to a farm, but the edge of the farm right along the road was forest. So you just saw a fence and a line of trees. And I get to the end of this road where there's a four-way stop, and I'm very upset. I'm broken. I'm breaking down. And here I am. I'm standing in the frigid cold as snow and ice is pelting on me, and I'm broken, and I'm alone. And I remember standing there, and I'm just so fucking like, what's wrong with my life? How did I get here? And something catches my eye. I look over at that fence, and out of the woods, out of that tree line, walks a white horse. And he walks up to the fence, and he just stares at me. And it startles me. Like it took me out of like that feeling. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this horse just appears, and I'm like looking at this horse, and I said, you're outside too? I talked to this freaking horse. I'm like, you're outside too in the middle of this blizzard? And it just stares at me. And I said, buddy, I think I'm gonna head back. And I couldn't run no more. So I started walking. And that horse walked with me the whole way down the road, as long as that fence would go. And when I would stop and look over at him, he would stop and look at me. And then I'd start walking, and he'd start walking. I don't know. You can't explain that. You know what I mean? But when I see horses, it's funny that the song's called Snake Healer, but I'm like focused on the horses. They remind me. They remind me of where I've been. And I don't know. I just want to share that with you. I really like this, man. I'm excited to see what happens next in this journey with OSI and the Jupiter. This was really cool. I love that chord progression that they had going, and as they kept building it up, and it was really meditative. I felt like I could just meditate. I could just turn everything off, and I like that. Well done, man. This was really cool. Y'all, if you like what you heard, please go show OSI and the Jupiter all the love. Amazing group, great, amazing music, really heartfelt, good, deep stuff. And they deserve it. They deserve all the love. Y'all, you know where to find me. Instagram, Discord. Uh yeah, reach out if you want. I'd love to talk with you if you ever want to talk. And just know how awesome you are. And I appreciate you. You are fucking amazing. I'm sorry if life is kind of kicking you in the ass. It's going to be okay. And when you start linking up with good people, those ass kickings don't hurt so bad because you're not alone. Invest in yourself, pour into yourself. It's not too late. All right? I love your face. Stay lovely, stay metal, and until next time, we'll be back with another reaction.